How far can I run away?
You already keep trying. See what happens.
Whoa! Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Leave me alone, leave me alone.
Holly, is your mouse broken? Jose, was that you?
Kinda, not really. I'm not that attuned.
I was gonna say,
where
does
we
that
are.
mean you're stalking me? Whoa! Jesus fuck! I just heard gunfire behind me and it sounded really close.
It was me.
I know it was. Putting a turd in my pants, girl. What's wrong with you?
Wow. Oh my god. Oh, that's great.
I thought maybe like changing to an assault rifle or something, and trying that for like a match and see if you guys can get remotely close to my numbers.
Shut the hell up!
Well, we can't wait until you join us in Monster Hunter.
Whoa!
Seems to be enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm having a fan-fucking-tastic time. I turn the corner and he's like, ah!
What?
You heard me right. I can't worries when I'm sober. I can't numbers when I'm drunk. I would just jump if I thought I would be able to survive the landing. If it keeps me from, you know, even with your driving.
All right.
God damn it! Everybody put your hands in the air and say, holy shit! Welcome back to the Dragon's Lair, everybody. I am the Crimson Dragon. So glad to have you here. What the hell? This is awkward. I don't know what happened. Everybody put your hands in the air and say, holy shit. Welcome back to the Dragon's Lair, everybody. I am the Crimson Dragon. So glad to have you here on this Wednesday evening. That was really weird. I don't know why it was on a black screen there, but regardless, I am glad to have you all here for today. We're going to do a couple of little special things today. Well, there's a couple special things. We have a couple of special things happening, I suppose. We are going to go ahead and take a look at what happened during Summer Game Fest. For those of you not aware, basically Summer Game Fest is one of the many things that replaced E3 this year, since E3 was canceled or stopped or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to take a look at that. It's about a 2-hour video, from what I understand. Let me take a double check on this. Yeah, it's about a 2-hour video. So we're going to check out Summer Game Fest. I'm going to skip ahead. If there's any games that that I'm not going to be interested in, as soon as I look at it, like if there's like any racing games or something, I'm just not going to care about. I'll skip ahead of that. So it may not be a full 2 hours. But after we get through with Summer Game Fest, we are going to jump into Destiny 2 with Bimo Kimono and a special guest who's been in this chat, but hasn't actually been on the show in a while, and that is our old friend from Elven Chaos Gaming, Summer, will be joining us for some Destiny 2, so we're looking forward to that. I'm extra thirsty, so I'm drinking water, so hold on. Hydration. It's the best. whatever. I don't have a punchline. Yeah, Cat Dog will be here. That's right, Mary. Cat Dog will be here. Which, by the way, thank you for the love on the show, Cat Dog. Wow, I am on a fucking roll. Thank you for the love on the show, Mary. I appreciate it. You are first in the chat tonight. 10 dragon cookies to you. You deserve them for the shit that I'm putting you through already. Oh my god, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. But regardless, thank you for that. And we'll be having Cat Dog and BMO. Why does Cat Dog and BMO sound like an odd music duo? Tonight on the top 40 hits on WKP FM, we've got Cat Dog, BMO and Cat. BMO, yeah, BMO. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Wow, this is just not going well. Not going well. Like I said, it would be the 80s guitar video, something like that. Because, yeah, yeah. BMO Kimono and Cat Dog or BMO. So yeah, yes, it is that. It was that the joke was there, and then it just like a big ass brick wall. I went. Anyway, let's do the Summer Game Fest. This is the Summer Game Fest 2022 stream that they did like back in sometime this past weekend. I would have liked to have done the whole thing live, but I was busy doing things as usual. So let's take a look at what's going on this year. We already saw it. Hold that thought, dude. We did already take a look on Monday at the Xbox Bethesda showcase. What I didn't do, or what I forgot to do, rather, is take a look at the extended Xbox showcase that I found to find out if it's the same thing as we saw on Monday or if it's something different. But either way, it's that's not what we're looking at today. We're looking at the Summer Game Fest. I do intend to also check out the Comcast, the Capcom showcase as well. It won't be tonight. If I stream on Friday, because I'll probably be free Friday night. If I am free and I do stream it, I'll probably show it then. If not, then I'll probably do it on Monday with Monday's show. Take a look at. What a great show I'm having tonight. I can't word. I'm sneezing. If I don't watch the Capcom Fest on Friday night, then we'll watch it on Monday night, probably. Either way, let's just do this so I can stop talking.
We go! Hello, everybody.
Hello, I don't know who you are.
Summer Game Fest, a live showcase of what's next in the wide world of video games. We are live here in Los Angeles.
Let me know how it sounds when you turned up, turned down,
inside an
drowning me out or whatever.
Theater. Welcome to our showcase event. Over the next few hours, we'll give you updates on the games you love.
2 hours.
Be joined by special developer guests, and yes, have a few surprises along the way too. Now, what I love about this show is that it's a true cross.
Is they pay you a lot of money to stand there and talk to a microphone.
Whether you play on Xbox, PC,
I wish I got paid a lot of money to stand in front of a
Switch,
mic
or
and talk.
mobile, we'll have games for you. It doesn't matter your platform of choice. We're all here to come together as one community that simply loves the art of amazing video games. The biggest franchises in the industry are here, like Call of Duty. You'll get introduced to exciting new worlds, new teams, and we'll make room for small independent developers who we think deserve the spotlight too. If we do this right, hopefully you'll discover a few new games to put on your wish lists. And even if you don't get every announcement that you desire, and let's face it, you're not going to get everything today, but we've got a lot of great stuff. So let's get started. Over 30 years ago, Capcom's Street Fighter hit arcades.
Street Fighter 6, I already knew about this one.
This legendary Japanese fighting game series has continued to evolve. Street Fighter 6 is coming in 2023, and right now, we're excited to officially confirm a character coming to the game and show you the exclusive first gameplay footage. Enjoy.
Okay. Obviously, we're going to see Street Fighter 6 as a Capcom one as well.
You won't know what hit you.
Let me have some fun.
Let's get this mission started.
Guile's voice sounds familiar. I like me some fighting games, but again, I
Got you in my sights.
I can't get into them unless it's story mode. So unless Street Fighter 6 has some kind of like cinematic story mode, like Mortal Kombat 9, 10, 11, or Invaders DC, or even Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. If it doesn't have a story mode like that, I'm probably not going to play it on stream. Things aren't very long. Probably just like a friend or something, like Choco or something. Otherwise, I'm
just on another level.
Okay, so their secret fight, their secret reveal is Guile. Is that really that big of a deal? Been that long since I've been that long.
It's
I
all
don't
about
care
the
for
comb. All right. Next,
Street
it's
Fighter
time for
anyway,
a brand new game announcement
Guile
here at
is, but
Summer
yeah.
Game Fest.
Hey, Jody, welcome to the
Check
show. Good to see you.
this out.
We're checking out Summer Game Fest 2022. We just saw Street Fighter 6, so we just started it, so we're not very far yet. Tantalus Base, year 2198.
Sergeant Leo Alvarez of the CM Leth Recon Squad. Our mission was to enter the Tantalus base, locate the comsat relay, and bring it back online. We found the relay, but there was a problem.
Get that door closed now, Private. Close that gate. Nothing gets in here. Ray didn't make it.
At least he's in one piece.
Willis, take the lead.
This looks like something aliens related.
Oh, this ain't good.
Yep, this is aliens related.
What we found was
Greg.
a new kind of evil. And it found us first.
What the?
This wasn't human.
Retreat! Retreat!
Okay, those are definitely xenomorphs. What the hell is the thing behind them?
Go! 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 Alvarez! Through that door!
I don't know what I was looking at.
Hold that door, Sergeant! Son of a...
Haha, you just got burped.
I don't know what I saw in there. But I know when I close my eyes, I still see it. Now everyone's dead.
Anybody who's ever watched Alien 2 or Aliens will get what I said to
And
a second ago.
someone needs to know.
Dark Descent. What if they don't screw it up? This might be good. Oh, wait, never mind. Is it going to be a top? Is it going to be a top-down? Oh man, I was hoping it's going to be like a first-person shooter. I don't want to play a top-down.
That was Aliens: Dark Descent, and it's coming in 2023 to console
I was
and
excited
PC.
for a second.
Next, 2 years ago at the Game Awards, we revealed the Callisto Protocol from the creative forces
I
behind
wasn't
the Dead
sure,
Space
Jody. It didn't quite sound like Vin Diesel, but it did sound familiar. It sounded a bit like the. If you ever saw the second Mortal Kombat movie, the one, the bad one called Annihilation, he sounded like the guy that played Raiden in that one. That's what he sounded like to me, but I wasn't sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was Vin Diesel. Didn't quite sound like him to me.
franchise. Today, I am thrilled to get to show you the first raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield. But first, here's the quote-unquote Schofield cut of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead Moon?
Oh, this is the Callisto Project or
Just like
Paradox or
you would have
something?
if I hadn't
This is like the
fished you
Dead
out of that
Space, Dead Space-ish type
Whatever
game, I
you're
think.
holding on to right there. That's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is
Yeah.
entirely
We saw this with
in
the,
my hands.
what was it I watched a
I'm
couple
just
weeks
trying
ago?
to give you a chance at rebirth.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this.
I just love that last part.
I really hope we get some kind of Dead Space remaster,
Gives me chills
or
every time.
remake information. I don't know how far along they are in development. What? Zombie running without legs? We've never seen that before.
Welcome to your new home.
Cute. Protocol. Callisto Protocol, yeah. Definitely interested in that.
That's right. We know what you wanted to see. And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Glenn, first of all, congratulations. This game looks absolutely incredible. And I got to say, the fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping this December, all in COVID.
Oh, it's December.
Blows me away.
Nice.
So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having
wait
us. I
too long
really
for
do
it.
appreciate it, Jeff. And, for a second, just give me a second. I want to thank you for all you've done for the game industry all these years, man. I think I've known you like 16, 17 years now. And you've been an ambassador. You've amplified new games. new
Okay, can you
studios,
stop kissing
and-
each other's ass and sucking
Yeah,
each other's dick?
this
Can we
game-
get to something
what's
else,
this-
please? I don't want
today?
to talk about this.
And you're going to see some new enemies, some brutality, some just about everything. We're showcasing a new weapon called the Grip.
Okay.
It's like a gravity gun, but it picks up the enemies and it shoves them into giant fans. It rips them apart. It's great. And then check out the nice ending we have, where we usually will kill our main character Jacob, and in a very unique way. And just for a second, I want to thank the team, man. Like you said,
Oh
through
my
COVID,
God, could
through
you suck
everything
dick
else.
later? Get to the game.
Class, next-gen game. It's rare that teams are bringing something out like this year, and Let's let the footage speak for itself.
Thank you.
Ben Schofield, striking distance. Here it is, the first gameplay of the Callisto Protocol.
Okay. Again, this game just screams Dead Space. Well, he looks tough. Jesus. That gravity gun, all it did was push him around. It did no damage whatsoever. I hope that they have some kind of upgrade where they actually do damage with that gravity gun. Wow. Whoever the hell's playing this guy sucks terribly. He missed, he clean missed like 3 shots. He has a stomping thing from Dead Space. My God. Visceral Games called. They want their game back. Yeah. And if you were making it, Jody, I'm sure it would also require fireballs and fire swords. Now that is cool. Wow, I guess your game demonstration has FPS lag. There's a problem. You might want to check into that. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay.
Oh my God. That just happened. All right, moving on. This October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 arrives. Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a modern-day action game, and today we're about to show you the world premiere of its gameplay with a level playthrough. To tell us more, let's head to the port of Long Beach to check in with Johanna Ferris, the head of Call of Duty.
Please tell me this isn't a multiplayer-only thing. They're going to show us, like,
hi everyone.
Storyline or something?
In 2019, Modern Warfare changed everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty with the launch of Modern Warfare 2. We are back, we are bigger, and we are bringing the entire team. Price,
You know, I need to finish playing
Gaz,
the
Soap, Alejandro,
original
and of course, Ghost.
Modern
We needed
Warfare
a stage big
games
enough to debut
on
Call of
stream as
Duty
well as
in
the
a whole new way.
Modern Warfare.
Inspired by the world we're about to enter.
I don't
Oil
mind. I don't
rigs,
mind COD with
cargo ships,
the story
and
mode, but I
staggering
don't
odds
play
are
the
just the
multiplayer
beginning.
stuff. Especially not
Here
the Battle
is
Royale
Modern
mode.
Warfare
If I can't tolerate Fortnite's Battle Royale mode, I'm not going to play any other. You just play a game that comes out every year. Well, I don't recall the last time Call of Duty came out with a new game. But I mean, I could be wrong. Probably the reason I don't remember is probably because I don't pay attention to it.
That's our target. Shadows 1 and 2. Push to your hook points. Let's invite ourselves in.
But if they come out with a new game every year and it's got story to it, okay, sure, I'm all in. But if it's just some kind of like touch up on multiplayer stuff, no, I wouldn't buy it. I can't even think the last time it was I even purchased / downloaded a Call of Duty game. Might have been. It might have been the Modern Warfare 1 remaster.
Good hook. Up and at him.
And I want to finish. I want to do all 3 games in the old Modern Warfare, as well as the 2 new ones here. If they're different stories, that is.
You've got 3 AQ internal. 2-1, making entry.
So, cut right clear through.
Open the door. Knock, knock. Good job, dude.
Room clear. Coming out.
Wow. 2 guys in that one room. Whew.
Squatters, right side.
This Orovig sure has a lot of defenses. 2 guys hiding in one room. Those are some badasses right there. Ow!
Balcony door undone.
Good job that it's a good thing that all the bad guys are coming out of the doors one person at a
We're
time.
moving to the main deck. What's your status?
Well,
Boarding the ship with Shadow 3 now. Roger that.
shot the guy coming out of the outhouse. That's a shitty way to die.
Rush out! There's nowhere here.
We need to move fast. All shadows, force out. I want eyes on that container now.
2 copies, moving.
Oh god, there's a lot of AI teammates in this one. Usually it's like, what, 2 or 3, maybe 4? You got like a whole squad of like a half a dozen people, maybe more. Close to a dozen.
Ghost, they're signaling the ship. They're gonna launch that missile.
It's first stage. There's still time. All shadows. Missile is on the helipad. 2-1, we're moving to secure. Cover us.
2 copies all.
How interesting that the whoever's playing this is taking no damage to the gunfire whatsoever. Somebody's got the cheat code on. I mean, it looks good, but it's nothing impressive to me. I'll probably still get it to play it because I do like the Call of Duty stories, but it's nothing really impressive here.
Where are the controls?
On that damn ship.
Actual, we got a problem. Missile is somewhere on the ship.
You have your orders, son. Stop that launch.
Sink the ship? Just a thought?
Let's go, let's move out. Go! This is 0-1, back in the water, inbound, to your position.
Solid copy, we're taking effective fire. The LZ will be hot.
Roger that. Once we're on deck, we push to the bridge. Fast! Secure those controls. Stop this vessel, yep. How do we board? Take the ramp. Hold tight, Sergeant.
Ouch.
Let's have ourselves a gunfight. Missile controls are on the bridge.
I think this is one of those things where gaming sims would go, they survived this.
Alejandro, maintain overwatch from the rig. We're forcing up. Copy that.
Oh, he actually did take damage.
Reloading.
AI missed a lot then on that other boat.
This is 1. We're pushing towards the entry now. Copy that.
That one guy thought he was a badass, wasn't he? Ha! I got him! Almost in right here between these two containers, right in the open, with a bright white jacket, Robbie, plainly visible. Surely nobody will just...
Check it. Controls are internal. All right, stand back. Shadow 1 going explosive on bridge entry. 3, 2, 1. Execute.
That'd be funny. They go 3, 2, 1, execute. Boop. Bombs go off. Door's still there.
That's what we're talking about. And joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna. Great to see you. How's everything?
It's great. Thanks.
Great to have you with us, and also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So we saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended sequence. Looks incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. So first of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price and Gaz Garrick. You know, they're not actually in what we just saw today, but they're returning members from 141, and then the other two characters that you may recognize from the older franchise that we're reimagining are Simon Ghost Riley and of course Soap John McTavish. And then a couple other new characters in here that we're really excited that we got to create for this game. First, Commander Philip Graves and Mexican Special Forces Colonel Alejandro. And Alejandro, I gotta say, it's a character we're really excited about. He's a guy who's super capable and a guy who's just as important as Task Force 141. But as far as the level's concerned, you know, this I got to shout out to IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration across all of the different disciplines. As you saw, everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here. And you know, you saw the wind and the animations and the awesome sound design. And of course, our new water tech, which is actually pushing the boat in different directions. It's creating a physically dynamic environment, allowing for the cover you were seeing. In certain cases, you could be behind cover, and then suddenly that cover would shift and leave you exposed, but it also leaves the enemy exposed, creating this emergent gameplay. So again, I'm very excited. Just can't wait I'm so excited that we get to show it off today.
And that's just a hint of where things are going to go. Johanna, tell us a bit about Call of Duty overall. Modern Warfare 2, obviously, you know, we're so excited that it's back this year, but you've got lots going on across Call of Duty. What can we expect from you guys this year?
Yeah, we first of all, thanks for having us here. We're just so excited for October 28th. It's such a big moment, not just for Modern Warfare 2.
It's funny.
And everything
Modern
that Jeff
Warfare is
and
currently
Infinity
coming out
Ward
around
built,
Halloween,
but it really marks
the
the step
Halloween
change,
game,
what we're calling a transformational moment for the
Calypso
entire
Project,
franchise.
or whatever.
You're going to see
Calypso Protocol
incredible rendering,
isn't coming
incredible
out
graphics,
until
all the
December.
things just within the game itself, built all on one shared engine now, across Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 going forward. Of course, there's a lot of chatter and interest about the new Warzone experience. We're affectionately calling it Warzone 2.0. There will be a standalone experience of Warzone for current existing players as well. So we're going to sort of feed the entire community there. But all eyes on the 28th. And again, I think the collaboration.
Okay, let's move on.
Moment, and there's going to be
a little bit about these maybe in the
things, details of Warzone for all franchise.
So much. Well, gaming franchise is coming back with a sequel over 30 years after its first release. I loved this game when I was growing up, so I'm honored to share this very first look.
What? A sequel is 30 years after the first game? That's a long wait. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know the original. Flashback 2. I've never heard of Flashback 1.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards. Almost 5 years later, I am so excited that the team at the Astronauts in Poland has put together an in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon. I am so excited to play this, and I bet you will be too after you see this.
I like the pistol. That's pretty damn cool looking. That is the definition of a hand cannon right there. What do you call it? Witchfire? Okay. Hi, Holly. Thank you for redeeming first. Welcome to the show. 10 Greg Cookie Q for that. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Kind of reminds me a bit of Bioshock, the way with the whole, combining of weapons and magic. What do you want to call it? Whatever you call that, that's coming out of his left hand. Hi, honey. Hi, Shannon. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Are you off now? I mean, I hope so. 8 o'clock. Hope they haven't been making. Hope they haven't been making work this late. That's a big red crystal. They said they announced this back at 2017. I don't think I've ever heard of it. It looks interesting. Might be something I'd put on a future reference list. Those Bioshock vibes are really reminding me, though.
An ambitious new game from a new independent studio in Europe, starring some very familiar names. Enjoy this world premiere new game announcement.
All right. I figured you had been.
Officer Taylor, Medlog 29. Today, I can't believe what I saw.
That's Troy Baker. That's unmistakable voice.
Solis, everything okay in there?
Another horror game, maybe? It's more like a horror exploration game than a horror shooter.
Something's going on here.
Like that,
and I need to find out what it is.
Callisto project. Okay. That is Troy Baker. I knew it.
That's
there he is,
brand
right there.
new, and look who it is. Troy and Roger in person. Guys, this is so fun. The fact that you're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Troy, your pants are a little short.
I gotta ask you guys, who are your characters in this game?
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base, Fort Solace. And it's the epicenter
Does
of
Troy
this
Baker
mystery
look
that
a
we'll
little bit like
discover and uncover as we go through
Doctor
the
Strange
game.
to
And of
anybody
course,
else?
My character will
A little
be
bit
at
like Benedict
times in
Cumberbatch?
opposition with Roger's character.
The battle we've been waiting to see.
Every once in a yeah. Oh, man. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. And by the way, Jeff, this looks awesome, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
so great to be here. Thanks for having us.
It's so great that you're in another game. I mean, it's feel like this is your first game since Red Dead 2.
One of the first major ones for a while. And I play a character by the name of Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer on a remote Martian mining post.
Okay.
His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down while it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard shift meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
Really? Are you sure?
I gotta ask. I think
You
a lot
mean
of people
Mars is
see
right
this
around the
thing
corner?
and they'll
I
probably
can go
wonder-
outside and just
you know,
No?
it's a new
I didn't
team,
know that.
right? You know, independent studio.
Mars and
Europe
Earth
that's
are really
making this,
far
but with
apart.
huge production
Probably one of the
values. I'm
dumbest
curious,
things I've
like,
heard so far
how
in
did you
this
guys
video.
get attached to this? Tell us a bit about the background.
I will say that 2020 to me was the most impactful year for games. It was the first, I mean, obviously we had this unprecedented event with the pandemic, and that forced the way that we looked at everything as a society, but also the way this industry functioned. But it was also brand new consoles. We had more tools that were being made available that were leveling the playing field between like the AAA studios and the indie studios or the AAA studios. And so, just like anybody else, we got reached out. James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said, we'd like for you to consider being a part of this
Troy
game,
Baker.
and he walked me through a very brief description of what the experience
I
is going to be like.
think he's
and
from Dallas.
in the very beginning,
Troy
he said,
Baker is. I think he's from Dallas.
we want this to feel, it's a tight thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon. And I was like, sign me up. I'm into that, absolutely.
And full like performance capture.
I wonder why there's so many games. I
Absolutely.
say so
New
many. This is like the
studio,
third
brand
one.
new energy,
or second
and of
one
course, I get to
that
work
are
with one of the
just
best
very
in the business.
Dead Space-like.
The privilege
Who's the
of
other?
getting to see this guy and watch him in action. I know I love to work, and I love the challenges and all the new innovations that this medium provides to performers. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. I think it's going to knock
Yeah, I
your
guess I've
socks
seen
off.
some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? Like, what are we going to do in this game?
Yeah, the verbs are always important. So we're going to let the game speak for itself. We'll be showing you more later on. But this is a game where you as the player, you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller. So you're moving very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to
Yeah, what they
traverse,
showed
which
in the
we're
trailer
excited
looked
to
a
show you
little-
about.
that looked a lot
And
more
then
like you're
the
an
narrative is a huge
explorer,
element to
less
this.
of a shooter.
They didn't waste any resources on the performance for sure. I got to tell one quick story, if I can. It was one of our favorite moments. There is a lot of action in this game, and that was at the forefront of this. And to speak to the performance capture aspect, we brought in an incredible, I got to give him a shout out to Nathaniel, our stunt coordinator, who walked us through and really approached this in a completely different way than anything I've ever done before. And he says, I want to know the story of this fight. And so Roger and I sat down, we said, these are who our characters are. And he goes, give me 1 hour and I will come back to you with the story of this fight. And after an hour, he comes to us and he goes, it was like a recovery program. It was 12 steps. And he walked us through this incredible fight. And about halfway through, I started tuning him out. And I was like, hey, man, I just want to let you know I've got no ego about this, but I can do a lot of things, but I can't do this. And he grabbed me by my shoulders and he says, oh, you can. You will. And it's going to be glorious.
And we did.
And we
it's
did.
like a dance. There was a lot of trust, and it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
big,
excited
big
about it.
stunts. I mean, this is so cool to see. It's an independent studio doing this, teaming up with you guys. We can't wait to see more. Troy,
It is
Roger,
impressive
thanks for
how
joining us here.
that
Summer Game.
like how
All
that
right,
game
appreciate it
looks,
very much,
despite it
guys.
being
All
an
right.
independent
Well, next
studio.
up, keeping up with the space theme, it's time to world premiere a very exciting new game, which will feature a musical score by industry legend Mick Gordon. This one is going to grab you, and we are so honored to debut it.
See, it's got a very 70s or 80s like art style to it, at least in its appearance, presentation. Getting Fallout vibes a little bit. A lot of space horror so far in this Summer Game Fest. That's a funky looking gun. Oh, it's not a zombie, it's a machine. Routine. The face of that robot looked a lot like the Exos from Destiny.
Doesn't
It looked
that
a lot
look
like a
great?
Destiny
That
Exo.
was routine coming to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a decade ago and is now officially back. I can't wait to see more.
Seriously?
Now it's time to check in with a
Damn.
very special guest who's been in his fair share of video games, including most recently Fortnite as the Foundation. Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest. How are you?
Well, I'm glad to hear.
What's up, everybody?
The Rock.
And what's
but
up, Jeff? And what is up to the
they have to mention
Summer
Fortnite.
Game Fest audiences live streaming right now around the world and everybody inside the epic IMAX theaters. Dwayne Johnson here, coming at you from my Iron Paradise, the very hot and sweaty and smelly Iron Paradise, powered by, of course, Zoa Energy, the #1 fastest growing energy drink in the game. You guys know me by a lot of nicknames. The Rock, La Roca in Spanish, Uncle Handsome, sexiest man alive.
I like Dwayne Johnson, but can you stop talking about yourself?
Always room for a cheesy joke. There's always room for the extra large cheese pizza, especially when I'm delivering, and I deliver them often. You guys also know me as the greatest and most electrifying surprise in gaming that happened. You know me as the Foundation. And I gotta tell you guys, #1, thank you so much for the crazy response of me becoming the Foundation, but also,
Sorry, Fortnite
I gotta
gives me
say
the
that,
shits.
I've had such a
and the
pleasure
pukes and the
working
pisses.
with Epic Games
And the hernias.
and, the teams over there, and we cannot wait to show you what we have in store for the future. And speaking of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam. Black Adam, as millions of you know around the world who know the Black Adam mythology, he is ruthless, he is unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say a quick tutorial is this. Black Adam has the powers of Superman, but the only difference, well, there's a few differences, but one of the biggest differences is Superman's weakness is magic, and Black Adam's, one of his superpowers, is magic. So you do the math. October 21st, I cannot wait for you guys to see Black Adam around the world in theaters only. And you guys will finally see the hierarchy of power in the DC universe change. It has been an honor to become Black Adam, and it
The only reference I know to
it is a
Black
role
Adam is from
that's
the
in my
Injustice
DNA,
games,
and that I was born
and
to
he
play.
was
I
evil
born
in
to
both
play the Man in
games.
Black,
So
and I'm honored to show it to you guys on October 21st. So until then,
I don't know what his relation is
stay
to
healthy,
a character known as
stay
Shazam,
safe,
but
stay focused, keep having fun, keep kicking ass, enjoy your gaming, and I'll see you down the road. This is Black Adam.
Black Adam. What have your
so that
powers
whole
ever
conversation, he didn't once mention anything about games except that bullshit called Fortnite. Okay, well, I'm going to skip ahead and skip past the Black Adam trailer because I don't care about that. Okay, Outriders. There we go. Here's something new. Something I'm interested in. I need to finish playing Outriders with Bimo. That one hand cannon looked a little bit like a thorn from Destiny. Excuse me, sorry. It's Black Adam, like ADAM, like the name. He's DC. My experience is limited to the Injustice games. I know nothing else. Sarah Kerrigan, is that you? Or people that have played StarCraft get that reference. World Slayer. Kind of makes me want to play Outriders. Too bad I played Destiny tonight. Ah, here's something different. Nintendo Switch. Coming soon to Nintendo Switch. Splatoon 3. Haven't played any of Splatoon games before. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Oh god, Cuphead. The Capcom Fighting Collection. I've heard about that. I need to get a Switch back so I can play Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. There's a third one coming. Jet. I'm way behind on that one. Hi, Summer. Welcome to the show. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ah, Fall Guys. Oh, my God. No. Probably the only PvP game besides Splitgate that I will tolerate. Thank you for the love of the show, Summer. I don't think Josh is in here. Well, Holly's here. She can do it. I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I think Fall Guys was popular for about, what, a month? Maybe 2? And then it just disappeared? Very welcome, Summer. Fall Guys Season 1.
That was so fun to see Courage and Ray in that Fall Guys piece, and you can play and download Fall Guys for free starting June 21st across all platforms, including Nintendo Switch,
that
Xbox,
game came out in
PC,
okay, wait a minute. Maybe they mean
all right,
maybe
back
they mean
to
Season 1
another
on the
new
Switch.
game announcement.
Maybe that's
We're going
what
to
it
announce
means.
a brand new game and universe from a new team of legendary developers. Check this out.
All right. Frost Giant Studios. The name doesn't ring a bell. I'm pretty good at remembering developers. I don't recall that one.
Discovery, this is Command. Storm's in your way. Prepare for extraction.
Signal's breaking up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over.
I don't know if this is pre-rendered or in-engine, but it's pretty good.
Now we're talking. Command, I may be onto something.
Ouch.
I have it, Command. Repeat, I have it. Mission accomplished.
You better start using that shield. So I think Ifrit's here. A winged Ifrit. Actually, it looks like Oryx. It really looks like Oryx from Destiny. Okay, mech is cool. Love me some mech. My God, it looks almost exactly like Oryx. Holy shit! Bungie called. They want their Taken King back. Exploded.
Glad you could make it.
We gotta move. Now. There's a storm coming. And hell's coming with it.
Stormgate. Okay. Looks cool.
There you have it. Tim, congratulations. Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details. So first of all, congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS, brand new franchise. What is a Stormgate, though?
Wait.
All right, so Stormgates are portals that open during a massive solar storm that unleash the infernal host on
Did you say
future
new
Earth.
RTS? This is going to be a strategy game?
And we saw some hints of some. I mean, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. Tell us about the sides in this RTS.
They were.
Yeah, we're unveiling our first two
So
factions.
they came from
today.
Blizzard,
There
which
will
is
be
which is
more.
the developers
So
of
the Human
StarCraft and
Resistance,
Warcraft.
and we saw an archaeologist from the Human Resistance in that intro cinematic, and then also the Infernal Hosts, who are these demon-like monsters.
I didn't say it, but when one of the times that little drone thing was like looking at the holograms of those statues, I briefly got a vibe of Protoss technology. But I was like, nah, there's no way this is like another StarCraft game. But I was a lot closer than I thought when I thought that in my head. Wow, all right.
Who come from another world.
Now I want to play StarCraft.
One thing everyone wants to know about, especially your background, pedigree of the team, where do you want to push the RTS genre? It's something we've all loved for decades, but opportunity for a lot of innovation. I know you're going to show us, I think, some hints of where you're going to go image-wise with the actual gameplay made in Unreal Engine. But any sense of what you want to do for the gameplay in this game?
Absolutely. But the first thing I want to say is we are very consciously trying to stay true to what players already love about RTS. Where we're really trying to push the genre and be innovative. First off, approachability. For one thing, we're free to play, but no pay to win, no NFTs, nothing like that, just to lower that barrier to entry to get players in. But we're also really trying to be a lot more social. So you'll be able to play the campaign cooperatively. We've got 3-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got 3 versus 3 for competitive multiplayer. But of course, we've also still got 1v1 competitive.
And as a little surprise, I think we've got
real-time
some
strategy games.
Work in progress images.
That gets my attention.
Yeah, these
I'd
are
love
still
to play
very much still
co-op strategy
being
game.
worked on, but some shots.
Wow.
of,
Okay, that is
actual
that is
assets
straight
that
out of
we're building in
StarCraft.
Unreal Engine 5.
Wow. Well, I love it.
The big-
2023, you said for.
Hold on. This right here, this is straight out of StarCraft. They have the background. In one of the cutscenes in StarCraft 1, you see, like, I think it's either a star or maybe it could be the planet of Char, a lava world, and you see like these waves of Zerg Scourge, which is a bunch of like bat-looking things flying through the sky. And this scene really reminds me of that. This picture reminds me of that scene.
Unreal Engine 5.
Wow. Well, I love it. 2023, you said, for the beta, so people can sign up now, get ready. And I'm just so thrilled that there is a brand new RTS franchise coming from you guys and your background and what you did, at Blizzard and StarCraft. We're so excited about this team, Frost Giant. Thank you so much for giving us your announcement today on Summer Game Fest.
Thank you so much for having us here. Really grateful.
Awesome. All right, Frost Giant,
I'm in.
Stormgate, keep an eye out
I'm
for
in.
it. Now it's time for another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you. High Water. Check this one out.
Good morning, High Water Dwellers, High Water Pirate Radio.
I'm already
keeping
not
you in the know
interested.
with
The
Alphaville.
art style already puts me off.
Alphaville authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny is that the world ended.
Hey, it's all
on
right. Nothing wrong with that. You're hungry. You're hungry.
Boys and girls surfing in the bay. Kids clamored in the park. No one suspected the coming
No, I'm already not interested because of the art style. So I want to skip through this one. I don't care about that one.
What a breathtaking trailer. High Water is an adventure strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change. Now, speaking of the world
No thanks.
development of games, including the team had long studios, a Belarusian studio with devs from Belarus and Ukraine. The team had long hoped to reveal a new trailer here today, but were understandably unable to complete it in time. Guys, I just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers impacted by the conflict and hope to be able to share your work at a future show. All right, our next...
Wow, that sucks. Belarusian and Ukrainian development team were going to have a trailer there, but they couldn't do it because they couldn't get it finished in time because of that lovely little war that Putin decided to start. Good job there, Putin.
Next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival. It's American Arcadia, where you play Trevor, whose life is being televised with the viewing population constantly voting you up or down. When you become unpopular, you need to start running for your life. Check this out.
So what is it, like the Truman Show meets The Purge or something?
Picture a city where technology and science go hand in hand with fun and entertainment.
My grandfather, Elijah Walton, had a dream to build the city of tomorrow.
Again, I
That
don't
dream
understand why a lot of these
is
new
now
games
a
I'm seeing
reality.
have this
And that city
this
is
odd-looking art
Arcadia.
style, this kind of cartoony art style.
A 43 square
There's so
mile
many games that are using
metropolis
it.
where each and every citizen enjoys a life of luxury and comfort. Broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every digital platform.
It truly is the Truman Show.
Arcadia. Control. Subject on the run on camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
Again,
Listen
the art
to
style
me.
just really
We
pushed me
can't
off.
allow Trevor Hills to escape under any circumstances.
Trevor. Trevor, can you hear me? Be careful and don't make a sound. Don't worry.
The hell? How am I getting this?
I'm going to get you out of there.
That was an odd thing to interrupt with. Yeah.
Now,
not-
last
not
year,
interested.
Marvel and 2K announced Marvel's Midnight Suns, a tactical RPG from Firaxis Games, the studio behind XCOM and
I was
Civilization.
going to say, wait a minute.
Heroes from
I was going to say, Firaxis made XCOM. Damn, that was just a little bit too slow on that. Okay, so what is this, a Marvel XCOM game? Okay.
From the Avengers and X-Men crossover with supernatural ones like Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle against Lilith, the mother of demons. Today, we've got to look at some new folks set to join the battle.
They got a Marvel XCOM game. I'm into that too.
This world has no hope under your watch.
Well, when the music kicks on, I gotta mute it. So the music was from Metallica, which you know it's got to be copyrighted. So sorry, it's going to be muted. They're probably not going to show any gameplay footage. This is just going to be a trailer. But if they truly make it a XCOM-like turn-based strategy, I'll be interested. I mean, hell, I recently tried playing Gears of War. I think it's called Gears Tactics. That was pretty fun. I think there's a turn-based tactical strategy game with Mario involved that I wouldn't mind playing too. I really would like to find out about that and play it. Hey, Josh, thank you for the like and the love on the show. Welcome. I know there's no audio from the game right now. There's I'm assuming probably copyright music playing. That's why it's muted. So don't worry, it's not like an issue or anything with your stream. Okay, so I recognize nobody. Oh, that's Venom after upgrade, I guess. I guess that thing on the left is that's the Hulk. Okay. I was about to say I think that thing on the left was what the fuck? Doctor wait. Oh, wait, that's okay, yeah, that's Marvel, not DC. Never mind.
Again, old friend. 3, 2, 1.
always work. Well, it did that one time.
Okay.
That was Midnight Suns, and now we're moving on to the wonderful world of Cuphead, the delicious last course. And can you believe it? We're only a couple weeks away from playing the delicious last course DLC.
Wait.
You see how they did that for Cuphead?
Cuphead's coming out
Joining
soon?
me now is Maya Moldenhauer from Studio MDHR.
Sorry, no,
So first
I
of all,
like my
Maya,
sanity too
it's
much to
really
play
coming?
Cuphead.
It's really coming June 30th on all major platforms. We are thrilled.
Well, I'm so thrilled, too, that I think all the fans can't believe that this is here. And I've been lucky enough to play this actually on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy. I can't. People are not going to be ready for how amazing this looks and the backgrounds and what you guys have done. I feel like you've amped up. Obviously, the gameplay is difficult.
Looks like
we
one
would
of the most
expect,
difficult games.
The visual
in,
look, you guys have taken it even to the next level. I've watched a
few people play it. It's just like it is
That we're
insane.
proud of in this because we really honed
the
our
term
craft,
bullet hell
took
doesn't
everything
begin to
the next level,
describe
from
Cuphead.
animation, the backgrounds, the music, gameplay design, and of course our new playable character, Miss Chalice. I'm very proud of her.
Chalice is fun to play as, and even though this is a DLC, it feels like it's its own game inside of Cuphead in many ways.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, you just get on the island, and there you are off to this new territory, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's our biggest island yet. Super-sized bosses, lots of secrets to discover. Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and lots of challenge ahead.
Don't
Well, I
let
know
any
you brought-
sanity go
I know
insane.
You don't want people to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game, but you brought a little something for people.
A little something, yeah. It's brand new gameplay footage of one of our new bosses, Mortimer Freeze. It takes place in an icy arena and features some of my personal favorite
Really? Guys named
attacks and
Mortimer
transformations.
Freeze?
We
And
hope everyone enjoys
it's
it.
in
All right,
an
let's check
icy
it out.
arena?
Cuphead, the delicious
Oh,
last
I
course.
can't believe it. And of course, he's an icebox. Of course. And Snowman. And Snowflake. The coordination it takes to be able to play something like this. Whew. It is insane. And judging by what I'm looking at here, this actually looks easy. Honestly, this actually looks easy. So, because I've seen the original Cuphead, it looks fucking difficult. All right, that's kind of funny. Too many things moving at once gives anxiety. Yeah, no kidding.
Now, if you want even more
I mean,
Cuphead, and who doesn't, tomorrow we will show you
Me,
an
I
exclusive
don't.
look
I didn't
at
even play the
season 2
first
of
one.
The Cuphead show. When I
Once
co-host
again, I like
Netflix's
my
Geek
brain in my
Week,
head,
which
not
will include
bleeding out my
new
ears.
Show and game announcements. It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's not all. There's more Summer Game Fest all weekend long. Coming up next is the Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with IM8-Bit and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow, after Geek Week, there is the
Marketing
Epic Game Store
Countdown
Showcase
to
at 11 a.m.
Marketing?
Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, with news on Rocket League and the Tribeca Game Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda
The
Game
Xbox
Showcase
Bethesda Showcase
with a
we
look
already
at the
saw. We
future
saw
of
that on
Xbox
Monday.
and Game Pass. Now we have some exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you play an assassin from hell who slays demons for the chance to ascend to heaven.
What? Jesus. This is like a first-person bullet hell. Has
We're called
some Persona
neons.
appearance, though. Kind of a
Sinners
Persona
plucked
vibe.
from hell to do God's dirty work. But I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
Okay, so maybe a little bit more like a... Yeah, I get a lot of different vibes here. I'm getting a Mirror's Edge vibe. I'm getting a vibe of...
10 days here. New day, new mission from Almighty.
Oh,
You think
what
you
was the other one I
can
was
win
just
me
thinking
over
of?
by showering me with gifts? Good thinking.
Well, I said Persona, but there was another one I was thinking of. I couldn't put together in my head. Epilepsy warning, by the way. Probably should have given us that because there's a lot of flashing. Sorry about that.
We've shown you lots of games today made by huge teams. Now it's time for a
I
game
wouldn't say
made
lots,
by a
but-
single father in Poland. Over the past year, he's brought on some help to bring his vision for a fast-paced action game, Midnight Fight Express, to life. Let's take a look.
So that's something I wish I had the talent for. You know, there's a couple of games out there that I've heard was made by one person. All the assets were made completely by one person, and I wish I had the talent to do that, but I don't.
Get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together.
Okay, interesting, but I don't feel like watching the whole thing, so we'll just skip ahead on this one.
Such a cool game, and I'm happy to announce that a PC demo of this game is going live right now on Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All right,
Warframe?
joining me now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
Those are the game I
so
haven't
good.
touched
My
in
fellow
forever.
Canadian.
I know. We got a lot. We just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't
We
know
have
how
a
that works
connection.
out,
It's
right?
okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years. And I know right now, anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so
Yes.
it's
Protea
very exciting.
Warframe, all
She's
right.
right there, loud and proud. Protea, 30 minutes for watching. Thank you for letting us kind of take over your special events category, but she is there and she is for you if you are properly linked up.
No, Warframe, you know, as I said, we've done a lot over the years. You guys have done incredible things with the game, and I know
They've actually started
you have
doing they've
TennoCon
actually,
coming
you know,
up in July,
release
which
open
is your
world
big
environments
kind of
in
event of the
Warframe,
year
which
to
is
reveal what's next.
very
What can
different
you
from
tell
the
us?
linear
Well, I can't tell too
worlds
much,
and
but
missions
yeah,
that
July
they
16th,
used to be when it first
2022,
came
it's a
out.
digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for it, so you can get some in-game goodies, some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, you know, kind of debut. We have our Tenno Live during TennoCon, which is our big reveal of the night, and we usually do a little bit of a gameplay, a little bit of a demo, and I think a lot of people can suspect what it might be, but I'm here to kind of confirm what it is that Tenno Live is going to show.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're going to get your first look at the Deviri Paradox.
Finally.
Finally, I know it's been a couple years, but Deviri Paradox is going to be what Tenno Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
Sure, I'll take a look at it. I probably won't play it because, again, it's been so long since I have.
My child, my friend, what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now.
Looks a little bit like Jon Snow to me. Anybody else see that? That's a big space worm.
For now, dream of who we were and of who we have become.
Interesting enough.
Next, it's time for a new look at Honkai Star Rail, an upcoming open-world space RPG. Yeah, a lot of space today from Genshin Impact Studio, Hoyoverse, across mobile and
Genshin
PC.
Impact
This
Studio, okay.
continues to deliver, and this new trailer reveals
I'm
for the
sure
very
it's gonna
first
look a
time
lot like
new
Genshin
exotic
Impact then.
realm players will be able to explore.
Yeah, it does. Already does look like Genshin.
Listen. You are in a daze right now.
It looks like Genshin meets Xenosaga to me.
Why you're here. None of that matters. In the near future, you will encounter many perils. You will meet companions who treat you like family.
Okay, Josh, catch you later.
And embark on unimaginable adventures. Remember what you feel in this moment. As long as you know in your heart.
Let's say action RPG.
You will arrive at the end of the story. That's the you I like.
Okay.
I have wine to soothe the souls of honored guests. Welcome aboard the Cienjo La Fool.
Oh.
And that's not all from Hoyoverse. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic urban action game. I have to say, I'm blown away by what I've seen so far.
It's a hell of a
It was announced
title.
a couple weeks ago, and it has the detail of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style. Here is the world premiere of a brand new look at Zenless's notable characters, armed enemies, and world of danger.
You should call it Z3. Passing shot at the fact that Z3 doesn't exist. In case you weren't sure this was an anime game or not, oh, mechs. Swordplay looks cool. The mechs again look really cool. Was that a wolf? Okay.
One of my favorite reveals
no.
last year was TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which reminds us all of the Turtles arcade games back in the day. Well, it's nearing the end of development, and the team wanted to use SGF as a way to reveal one exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps until now.
I have never had any interest in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Never. The dude's using hockey sticks and a hockey mask. Casey Jones. I don't know. There's just some games, some genres, some entertainment things that I just can't get into, and Ninja Turtles is one of them. 6-player co-op online. It does remind me a lot of the Ninja Turtle game that I remember seeing on the Genesis. chess game. These are really impressive visuals. Once again, I have to ask, is this in-engine or is this pre-rendered? Super what? Where the hell did you get those rocket boots? Super people. That's it. Okay. Is this some kind of Civ game? Kind of what it reminds me of. Nope. Not interested.
How far will you push humankind?
Oh. I realized it was an add-on to the to the game we were just looking at. Or like a continuation of what we were just looking at.
Humankind allows you to shape your civilization by combining a multitude of historical civilizations from the ancient to the modern era. One Piece is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, and Bandai Namco is bringing the
Admittedly, I know
mega
nothing
popular
about this
franchise
anime
back
series.
to video games with One Piece Odyssey. Monkey D. Luffy and his crew of pirates are off on their next adventure. This trailer reveals the setting, a mysterious island where Luffy and his Straw Hat crew become marooned in this exciting upcoming JRPG.
I'm
the
not interested.
Straw Hat Pirates journeying along.
I don't know
the
anything about
Grand Line.
that particular anime, so I'm not going to get anything out of it. We're just going to skip this one. That's how we get the idea of the game. I mean, JRPG always gets my attention, but I'm not going to understand any of the references if there's any in there. I'm not going to have
This
any
August, Soul
association with
Hackers
it.
2 from Atlas launches, and we've got your first listen to the English voice cast with this quick new look.
Ringo.
Another anime game.
Take my hand. You get one more chance to make things right.
I was going to say this is a Persona game, but I don't think it is. It doesn't quite have the feel of Persona. Soul Hackers 2.
With so many new games featured across
And
SGF
version of
events,
Soul
you might
Hackers
be
1 I
wondering
didn't
how to
even know
plan for
about.
your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit card to reward your gaming purchases at nerdwallet.com.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on right now. Save up to 75% off top
Can we
sale
skip
plans
the
on
ads,
June 10th
please?
on PC titles.
excited. That's a lot of games in one package.
You're gonna get
this is
hit with the unexpected in Mario Strikers Battle League.
Yeah.
In this no-holds-barred soccer
I saw some of the
So
like the, I think it was the Wii version played. This looks actually, even though it's soccer, it actually looks pretty fun.
Mario Strikers Battle League, only on
That'd be
Nintendo
something
Switch.
interesting.
Game rated everyone 10 and up.
Hi, my name is Carl and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to?
No.
In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense everything gets. And we have vocal performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian from System of a Down. So while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation platforms, so go check it out and slay to the beat.
Headbanging is not required, but it's, what do you say? It helps or something? Okay, whatever. It looks like it looks like a simplified version of Doom. So this game is based on the music, or it uses the music to whatever. The shooting aspect of it is cool, but they're trying to market it as with the music part of it, which completely kills it for me because I have very little interest in music in general. I mean, I know a lot of things about it, but music just isn't my thing. I've never been to a single concert of any kind. Probably the only concert I ever have any desire to go to is anything related to like the Final Fantasy music, like it's the Black Mages, or what is that Distant Worlds concert that would ever come around where I live. I'd probably go watch that.
Coming later this year from Funcom,
I have
a
no
rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Hell, I'll probably listen to the radio like once or twice a week.
A new
and
game
after a couple
launches
hours,
tomorrow,
like, okay,
The
turn that
Quarry
radio off.
from
I'd rather just listen to the
Supermassive
wind.
Games. This spiritual successor to Until Dawn stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews, and this is one of those binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences.
Spiritual
where your every choice
successor
shapes your
to
story
what?
and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look. Binge-worthy.
Hold on.
Tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games. This spiritual successor to
Oh, The Quarry,
A new game
okay.
launches tomorrow. The Quarry from Supermassive Games. This spiritual successor to
I've heard
Until
about
Dawn
this.
stars
It's
David Arquette and
like
an
you said,
all-star
spiritual
cast. It's
successor
getting
to
great
Until
reviews.
Dawn.
And this is one of those binge-worthy teen horror
Right
entertainment
up there with the,
experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look at the launch trailer.
Metamodon.
Family is the most important thing in the world. But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well and they're all just hanging on the end of a rope, how can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just gonna fall right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
What?
What?
There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here. Not a goddamn clue.
All right, let's do this.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel
out.
I was thinking the same thing. That guy said exactly what I was thinking. Who the hell says 91-1?
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
Alright. I liked Until Dawn, so I'm into this.
Them's the rules, you noob.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the
Survival
game, including its
crafting
innovative
game?
realm card system
You
that
just
lets
give
you
me that
impact things
information,
like
and I
the
got too
weather
many
pattern,
flashbacks of
resources,
Ark and
and
Minecraft,
challenges
and I'm like,
in its
no
procedural
thanks.
realms. Here is your exclusive new look.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it. Given how fragile you humans are,
Absolutely, the forest and
I'd say that staying fed,
Ark
dry,
and all
and
that
rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal. Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interrealmic void, waiting to get in.
Why is that monster
ready
wearing a
with your
lantern on
axe
his head? Craft realm cards. Oh, lovely, a spider. Hidden Anther. That's alright, welcome back, Jody. I think we're going to skip past this one. This doesn't get my attention. It seems like an interesting concept, but I don't think I'm interested. Not much for survival games.
The Saints are marching in on August 23rd with the reboot of Saints Row that we revealed last year at Gamescom. And today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
I should probably... I don't know if I want to play the entire trilogy.
You gotta do something to capture people's attention.
I think I really should play like Saints Row 3, 4, and Get Out of Hell. Because those games were fun. I never played the first two Saints Row games, but basically those are GTA clones.
We are so good
at this.
Which fool wanna challenge me? Got a pack on your back with a strap, can't relax cause you know there's no guarantee. I never thought that's a fact, don't react to the test of the mass and the cavalry. Stick
What the hell was that animation?
Seriously, this is perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
Okay, we get you can customize your character for the new Saints Row game. I get it. Let's move on, please.
Next, we've got an exclusive first look at extended gameplay of Warhammer 40k Darktide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series. Darktide promises intense 4-player co-op action and terrifying
I know
enemy
absolutely
hordes
nothing
to
about the
team up
Warhammer
against.
40k
and
franchise.
It's out on September 13th
But I
for
hear
PC,
it's really, really
on Steam,
good.
and exclusively on console on
I
Xbox.
don't, but since there's so many titles there, I don't know where to begin. Like, I don't know where I should jump into a game series like 40k.
Manufacturing Factorum HL1736 is heading towards a power systems failure.
My God, this scene here heavily reminds me of XCOM. It's like the briefing. The briefing before your ship lands, you go on your
Access the
mission.
operations array and use the cryonic rods to flush the system.
Excuse me, sorry.
Preferably before something explodes. Head on through the ventilation tunnels and look for an access point.
This way! Move it!
Okay, first person. I like the chainsaw sword he's got. Four-player co-op, huh?
Set your data interrogators. If all goes well, we can unlock the system,
Oh,
find the rods,
what the
and send them where they're
some
needed.
kind of skull drone? What the hell are we looking at?
That's the first part done. Get to the base of the Matrix bar and put those cryonic rods to work.
Whew, that was cool. I popped the guy's head with just his hand powers. Whatever the hell that was. Okay. Also would like to play...
Bloober Team is known for psychological horror
Wolfenstein
games like
games.
Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's a return to the world of Layers of Fears.
Damn it, I was just about to say that.
Of this.
I was just about to say it looks like Layers of Fear. I really need to start calling it out
Insanity
sooner.
runs in our family. Let it run.
Layers of Fear was a pretty decent horror game. I got a few clips out of it.
They say it's a tale of sadness and guilt of an artist trapped in a place beyond redemption. It's a lie. This is a story of my fear, pain, and hatred, of the horror of my loneliness. And it is mine to tell.
Now I see it. All this misery, all this suffering. There was no other way.
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't.
All right. I'll put this on my to-do list. What the hell? That's a big skeleton.
This house, bound by this body. Now, I break free.
Layers of Fears. PS5. Cool.
This October, Gotham Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin, to protect Gotham. To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to Montreal to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
Batman is dead, huh? All
Hello
right.
and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing. This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward
Once again,
to share
I'm
more
not that
with
familiar
you
with the DC
as we
universe,
continue working
so-
towards our launch on
Come
October
on,
25th.
come on up here.
So I hope you enjoy the show and stay tuned.
Come on. Your fans want to see you. Get up here, Comet. You know what?
I
Sit
had
there.
nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my family. Gotham gave me everything.
Okay, what kind of a game
It
is it?
deserves to feel safe.
Now, from what I remember of Injustice, Nightwing was Robin, right?
No matter how hard we try, there's always more to do. And now,
Again, my DC
it's up to
comic
me.
knowledge is limited. I'm more of a Marvel person.
Got time for a dance, Nightwing?
I got this, Bruce.
Step into the night. Gotham Knights. Alright. I'll need to see more gameplay before I make a decision on that one.
That was Gotham Knights, and now we...
Man, I don't want to hear from this guy. I just want to skip ahead.
It's crazy anniversary for Last of Us because Last of Us 1 and 2 both.
Wait a minute, what?
First of all, that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is a it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it is hard to believe that Last of Us was 2 years
9
ago.
years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art, and these
Last of Us
characters
1
in
and
this journey
2.
in this world mean so much to them.
I played Last of Us 2 when it came out.
And it's just been
it was
kind
one of my
amazing.
earliest
Like Last of Us
streams on
Part 2
Facebook,
early this year,
and one of
passed
my
a pretty big
better
milestone.
ones
It's
as far
over
as like
10 million
viewers and
units.
stuff.
And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So, what can Last
I
of
don't know.
Us fans expect? In the future?
I'm talking. Maybe this is just a perspective that I don't have.
So one of the
but if I
things we
was,
mentioned a
if I
while
ran a
back
development
is what started
studio,
out as,
I don't know that I'd want to take on
multiplayer
multiple
mode
projects.
Has evolved due to
I'd
the
want to do
team's
one project
ambition.
at a
They
time
really
to
wanted
make sure
do
everyone
something
focuses
beyond
on
what
it.
we've ever done before at Naughty Dog, and we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like a city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out.
San Francisco.
And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Pantnati, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us.
Oh, they do it in the last
You're
flop
going
of
to
us?
see a lot more of this game
What
next year.
you didn't care for the Last of Us,
Next
Sander?
year to hear more about that one.
Hi, by the way,
okay,
welcome to the
well,
show.
very exciting that this has evolved, and I mean that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
So Last of Us storytelling meets
that's
like
not all.
what, like
we also have
multiplayer
something
co-op?
that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like
I know
up in
that some of
Calgary,
the
they're
Last of Us
filming
had
the
multiplayer
Last of Us
competitive
show
stuff.
for HBO.
Part 2 felt like garbage.
Yeah, so for the
Yeah,
past year, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO.
I'm going to hold off on him for a second because I my turn to talk. I kind of agree, sort of. To me, my issue with The Last of Us 2 was I felt the story was told in an told out of order, essentially. When spoilers for anybody who hasn't played Last of Us 2, but I'm going to talk about this for a second. My issue with Last of Us 2 was you start the game as Ellie. You see Abby. You see Abby come in and kill Joel, and then you follow Ellie to get revenge against Abby, and then you get to the theater where you end up seeing Abby as Ellie, and then the game cuts off, and suddenly you're following Abby for pretty much the rest of the game. My problem with the way they told that was that when it suddenly, for me, it was too jarring of a change to go from Ellie to Abby's story that quickly. Because for me, when I started playing as Abby, I felt like I wanted to rush through Abby's part so I could catch up to where that scene ended with Abby pointing her gun at Ellie and pulling the trigger. I think she pulled the trigger. So I felt like I was trying to rush through Abby's part to get to that point again. And as far as connecting to the character, I felt no connection at all to Abby because I already knew that she was the villain, that I was playing the bad guy. And I didn't like her because she killed Joel, which was a character I really liked. And they gave us, the character development was good for Abby in her story, in her point of view, but I couldn't sympathize with her because I already knew what she had done, and seeing everybody that she knew and loved being killed, like her dad, like Owen, and all those other people, I couldn't feel bad for her because I already had a deep-seated dislike for her because she killed Joel and she was the villain in my eyes. What I think they should have done is they should have started the game from Abby's perspective. Starting out from the stadium when you first start playing as Abby and going all the way to the theater, seeing all your friends die, this mysterious person who keeps killing them and all that stuff, and reach all the way to the theater where she's holding the gun. You see Tommy, which is going to be the first reveal of, hey, that's Tommy from the first game. Then she's holding the gun toward the door, and here comes out Ellie. And as the player, you would be surprised that you're looking at Ellie. You're like, oh my god, that's Ellie. And then maybe cut it off and go to Ellie's story from where she began the game, leading up to where she ends up in the theater doing a one-on-one against Abby. Because that way, like I said, you were surprised at the fact you saw Ellie, and you're surprised at the fact that Ellie is the person that has been killing all of the people that Abby knows and loves, and you would feel, at least I think I would feel, more of a connection to Abby and feel more sympathy for the loss of those people like Owen and those other people, because you thought that she was being, she thought those bad things were happening to her undeserved. She didn't know that the person killing her friends was on a revenge quest from Joel. You wouldn't have known that. I mean, you might have if you've seen trailers and stuff, but as a first-time player, starting with Abby's story, you would have felt more connected to Abby, and you would have been more sympathetic when those characters died. And then surprised to find out that you were playing the villain the whole time. Because as you follow Ellie's story after Abby, you see that Abby was responsible for capturing Tommy and capturing Joel and murdering Joel in front of her eyes. It would have been a huge, much larger shock value to be like, oh my god, all this time I felt bad for this girl, this Abby, and she was the bad guy, essentially. There would have been the surprises in the presentation, and the empathy for Abby would have been far better if they had done Abby's story first. That's how I feel about Last of Us 2. Now, as far as the game overall, I felt that it was a continuation of the world of The Last of Us, but didn't include as much of the world as it did in the first one. The first game heavily involved the infected, heavily involved the fact that we were trying to find a cure, essentially, for the infected because of Ellie's unique condition. Everything going on in Last of Us 2 was just revenge quest on top of a revenge quest on top of a revenge quest. Ellie saw Abby kill Joel. Ellie wanted revenge against Abby. Ellie killed Abby's friends. Abby wanted revenge against Ellie. And it just went back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, there's a bit of a moral story there. It being that, revenge never really ends because there's always going to be somebody that's going to want to avenge someone you've killed that you've gotten your revenge on. So I do get the moral of that part of the game, but it didn't. That type of story, that whole revenge on top of revenge on top of revenge, could have been played out in any universe, even in a universe that had nothing to do with zombies or anything like that, because they just didn't involve the infected and how the infected appear and who's immune, who's not immune, what requires, what caused you to get infected and so forth, as much as it did in the first game. So while the story on its own I felt was good, it was out of order, and it didn't include the uniqueness of the world of The Last of Us, talking specifically about the last people surviving the infection of the, what is it called? What was the virus called? Whatever. The fungal virus. I'm blanking on the name of it, but it was the fungal virus that turned everybody basically into zombies. All right, there's only about 11 minutes left of this video, so let's see what else is being said here.
Filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional, because not only is it so good,
and Xander, I kind of disagree about the Abby story being DLC, because it still would have been the same thing to me. I would never been able to connect and feel sympathy for Abby because of how I already felt my hatred and my disdain for her for murdering Joel. So I wouldn't have ever felt any connection or sympathy for her.
It's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay. So we could first look. Let's take.
So you could see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal.
I was just about to say, God damn, I'm a second slow on this stuff tonight. I was about to say, Joel is the Mandalorian. Huh. I don't think I knew that.
On Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes, they've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year. Watching the nuance that they bring to these characters, their relationship on and off camera, I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like the video game, everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff.
I sincerely hope that they do a better job with Last of Us, the live-action Last of Us.
Front side now for the first time.
They're making a live-action TV series, I think. I don't think it's a movie. A live-action TV series of The Last of Us featuring Pedro Pascal as Joel. And I hope they do a better job with The Last of Us than they did with Halo. Last of Us, I think, would fit better for a TV series than Halo would, because the way that they presented the Last of Us games, the two games, if you were to take out the gunplay, the actual actual gameplay of The Last of Us, both games could be considered an episodic season. Is the way it was, the way the characters acted, the environments, the world, this way the story was written, it could play as a episodic TV series. I think that's what they're doing here. I think they actually took the game and pretty much sort of copy and pasted it into a live action film or live action TV series. Liam Neeson looked better as Joel. Yeah, I kind of agree. Pedro Pascal, I feel, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to see his rendition of Joel, but I don't see someone like the Mandalorian fitting a sort of stereotypical Texan the way that Pedro Pascal does, and the way that Joel represents that. But I mean, I could be wrong. He may pull off the Joel role very well, and I don't really think it's like an appearance thing. Liam Neeson would look better in appearance to Joel because Joel is an older guy in The Last of Us. But if they can pull it off, I think this actually might be good. I'm looking forward to this live action Last of Us.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple
It's on
actors
HBO,
from the show
so
who are
okay.
going to join us
We
here.
happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
Hey, Troy Baker.
Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good to see
Hi,
you.
good to see you.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it. And we're such fans of like the talent and the helping us create Joel and Ellie.
For anybody who don't know who these two are, we already saw Troy Baker earlier in the Summer Game Fest as the gentleman in the blue jacket. He's Troy Baker. You've heard his voice in probably 1,000 different games. He was Snow in Final Fantasy XIII, Joel from Last of Us. He did Yuri in Tales of Vesperia. He was Booker DeWitt in BioShock Infinite. He was Nathan Drake's brother in Uncharted. You know, he's been everywhere. And the lady is, I believe, the voice of Ellie in Last of Us, the two Last of Us games. He supported NFTs. Oh, well.
Ellie. We felt like it was so
One
important
mistake.
that they become part of the show. And it has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now. But man, I was
That's
really
cool.
bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I feel like
so good.
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've had
Except for today.
Except for today.
Except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that, because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked
by
out
the
on
way,
set,
Xander, Troy is from my hometown.
To be
He's from
met
Dallas,
with
just like
literally
I
every
am.
person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they
Yeah,
all
Revolver
knew
Ocelot.
what
I
it was
forgot
that they
about
were
that.
working
Yeah, I
on,
forgot
and
he was
committed to
Revolver
working
Ocelot.
on this project because of their fan and their love for the game was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home.
I
with
think
friends.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, or maybe thinking of Mark Hamill's character, but I think Troy did I think Troy Baker did a Joker once in one of the Batman games. I think. I may be thinking of Mark Hamill.
The attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are
Man.
they're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like
I do like they got
It's like the
at least in that picture, it looks like they got Joel and Ellie's outfits correct too.
characters coming to life, but it's so much more than
They did add Troy's likeness to Ocelot's younger self. Yeah, I don't remember much about that game, so I've only seen video and like some gameplay footage. I haven't actually played it myself, but I could kind of see if you were to put like long hair on Troy Baker, he really would look like that character. He really would look like Revolver Ocelot.
than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but I am so excited to be a part of it, and just I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be so good.
I'm actually looking forward to it,
I love the
too.
story. I love being a part of
I'm
it.
always a little bit when they do a video game movie or TV series, because there's been some really shitty video games turned into movies. Super Mario Brothers was bad. Doom was bad. Assassin's Creed, I heard, was bad. I can give my personal opinion on that. There's a number of video game adaptations for movies that were just absolutely awful, and TV series and as well, like Halo. And I really hope that they don't screw this one up too.
About the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of.
Luckily, Neil Druckmann
and,
just
you know,
said that he directed
we know
one of the
from the game that they're playing.
of the Last of Us show.
Tell us anything?
So that's a good sign. Neil Druckmann's good. He directed the entire Last of Us.
So
Last
sneaky.
Of Us series.
All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Sorry.
Hey. All right. Well, let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision, and we're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at The Last of Us Part 1.
Shoot off with a train gun. He'll mumble lolly lule lo. This, goddamn, this is. Thanks for the ad, morons. This isn't Last of Us. So they're remaking Last of Us 1. God, I remember this area. I remember this area specifically. Fuck, I was lost there for like an hour, it seemed like.
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
September 2nd.
You know, I've never been this close. It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Once upon a time.
Well, okay. Let me say this real quick. Last of Us 1, even the remastered version, already looked pretty damn good. So I have to honestly say, what I'm seeing from this trailer here, it doesn't look better. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not saying that this remake or this remaster, whatever, looks bad. I'm just saying it doesn't look better than the original, because the original already looked really, really good. Tom Hardy would be better live action fit. Maybe.
I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Get you killed.
I mean, I can see some differences. I definitely can see some differences.
How many close calls have we had?
I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
I can easily see a visible difference in a few different scenes and stuff. In the different scenes and stuff. But it still looks almost as good as it did, or just about as good as it did in the...
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade. Guys,
version.
what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these
performances
you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah, actually, we came up with a process where we could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and studied.
Wow, okay. Now they've actually put them side by side. That is a huge, obvious difference. Wow. All right. Let me just take back what I said a minute ago.
My sides here, just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything.
Everything was rebuilt from the ground up. Same art director, re-art.
Now the PS5 version of Last of Us, the lighting looks a little bit funky in this picture, but Joel looks a lot more like he does in Last of Us 2 than he does on the left picture. I will say that. The lighting looks funky for some reason. It could just, I don't know if that's an improvement or not, but he looks a lot more like what he did in 2. Why is his host sound like Jimmy Kimmel? I have no idea.
Directed the
He
whole
isn't,
thing
but
from the
I
ground
don't know
up. But the great thing about these faces is
you can definitely tell it's not Jimmy Kimmel because I can tolerate him for more than 4 or 5 seconds. I can't tolerate Jimmy Kimmel for that long.
They're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing
Last
because of the
of Us
show,
60 FPS?
because they're all
That's
only
amazing.
players for PS5 and PC.
Yeah.
We wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Amazing. Well, now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just to refresh my memory before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough with this.
I can't
So
wait
will
to
I.
go back.
I'll definitely
and
do that again.
You guys did such an
I will
amazing
definitely
job
play
on that original
a
game.
It's really when you play it, when you see it in
of
motion,
Last
it's
of
really
Us
night
1.
and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of The Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in The Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole, like, all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on, like, Uncharted 4, Last of Us 2, we apply to this, again, to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Skye.
Okay.
And you'll hear a lot more about it and see a lot more about it over the coming weeks leading up to the release September 2nd on PS5.
All right.
And shortly thereafter on PS5.
It's so
We'll look
soon,
forward to that.
too.
Neil, you've talked a lot about
September
games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Still making games.
Okay.
I haven't given up my day job. It's a little early to talk about it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save it.
But you do have a new project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look.
I am looking forward to Last of Us. Definitely. It kind of makes me want to go play play the 2 games again, specifically the first one mostly. Troy Baker, I already know he believes L2 Last of Us 2 is a masterpiece, which many saw that was biased since he worked on the game. Well, I mean, it would be, you can't really fault someone who worked on a project that complements that project, because if you look at the other side of the coin, there have been a number of actors and actresses who have bashed the project they've been in, like movies and games, movies and TV and stuff. Take Megan Fox, for example. She bashed the Transformers series. I want to say Jim Carrey bashed on one of his movies. I think it was one of the Kick-Ass movies. And it turned out badly for both of them. So it's really not surprising to hear an actor make complimentary comments about the game they worked on. Even so far as saying masterpiece and all that, because I mean, if they bash the project that they worked on, it's natural to think that those who are going to consume that project, they're going to watch the videos, watch the movie, play the game, are going to not be willing to purchase it. Therefore, it's money out of their pocket. It would be no different than somebody take me for example. Let's say I'm working on that RPG. Let's say I was making that RPG and was going to sell it, but I said the game is absolutely terrible. It really sucks. You shouldn't be wasting your time getting it. Blah 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 blah. People that helped me out with that project would be looking down upon me, because if they get some kind of benefit out of helping me with that project, by me cutting it down, I'm taking that credit away from them as well. And the same goes true for people that worked with those actors on those projects. The other actors, the directors and all that stuff, they're losing out on financial gains, reputation gains, and all that stuff if actors in those movies and TV shows and games bash those products. So it's just, you know, negative comment on their own project is way more rare when you think about it. It is. It's true. But when you do make a negative comment about it, it's going to look bad to your peers who worked on the project as well. Now, it's also going to look kind of awkward if you go in there saying, oh my God, this was the best game. This was the best movie. This was the best TV show I ever took part of. If you're over-exasperated about it, you're going to look like you're trying to oversell it. And that can actually that can be just as damning as bashing or negative or too many negative comments about your project. Because they think you're going to look desperate, and it's going to really, like, at least raise an eyebrow, you know? So, it's not hard to believe that Troy Baker heavily praised Last of Us 2. Maybe in his opinion, he really did enjoy the story. Maybe he didn't pick it apart like you and I did, Xander. But, you know, I don't see Troy Baker trying to oversell his interest on any of his projects. With that said, let me see if everybody's ready to go. If not, I'll go ahead and just jump into the game anyway. Okay. I need to take a brief bathroom break, so I'm going to run to the bathroom and take a leak. I'll be back in a minute. When we come back, we're going to play some Destiny 2, and probably going to hopefully have Summer, aka Elven Chaos Gaming, and Bimo Kimono joining us for this adventure tonight. So enjoy commercial while I'm gone, and I'll be right back. Dick Dickerson has a word for you.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Richard Dickerson, but you can call me Dick. That's right, I'm Dick Dickerson, and I'd like to ask you something. Have you ever wondered how to cross the largest oceans but don't have a boat? Ever wondered how to climb the highest mountains but don't have any climbing gear? Well, want to know more? Here at Big Dick's Chocobo Ranch, you can get yourself one of my fancy chocobos that can make those massive oceans seem like puddles and make those towering mountains feel like tiny dirt piles. We have the widest selection of the cutest chocobos this side of Midgard. From the slick feathered strider to the fluffy darter to the established and mature look of the swift runner, you're sure to find a chocobo type that's right for you. Don't want a chocobo that looks like the rest? For a small additional fee, we can color your chocobo's feathers to any color you like. With our patented permadye technology, your chocobo can be virtually any color you wish and remain that way for the lifespan of the chocobo. Our permadye technology is completely safe for you, your family, and the chocobo. We also have a wide selection of accessories for you to choose from. From tiny trinkets like medals to full body armor, you can accessorize your chocobo to your heart's desire. So stop by Big Dick Chocobo Ranch to speak to one of our chocobo masters about your chocobo.